What's up? What's up? It's your boy Sean P back again with another edition of Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. I'm back with my homie Ansem from BLG, aka Bootleg Gang. What's good? What's good?
Everybody, everybody, check out Hip Hop Roundtable presents the review on Facebook groups. Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews on YouTube. BLG, aka Bootleg Gang, Facebook groups and YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that.
That's right.
What,
That's
what
right.
team hat you got on before we start? Because you got it from backwards. What team hat is that?
I'm wearing my red hat, my red Phillies hat, in commemoration tonight of a special night. Kind of a special night. We here to discuss game. And of course, he's a blood. The red hat. So I had to wear my red hat in commemoration of game tonight. Because tonight we got a lot to talk about. This album has slowly become one of the spectacles of this year, and it's kind of unexpected. It's expected, but kind of unexpected. But there's been a lot behind this album, a lot of drama, which we will get to. But we're gonna break this album down. We're gonna go through the track list. We're gonna talk about all of that, and I'll just say I was surprised. I don't know what your initial take of this was from this game album. I was surprised by this. What was your initial take from Documentary 3?
I was hoping that it wasn't Drillmatic Part 2.
Yes, I did not like that. And it definitely wasn't that.
Because with the game would take a real dope beat and fuck it up trying to rap like somebody else. He's what I call the Ali Vegas of this era. For those who don't remember, Ali Vegas was a rapper from the 90s, early 2000s that had a thing for rapping like Nas and rapping like Jay-Z and rapping like Big L. Game took Ali Vegas and pushed it another level after his first two albums. Because the first two albums was all about name dropping. Every album after that, it was all about sounding like somebody else.
And the name dropping. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's get to it. Let's do first impressions of the album. I'll just say this. You got the full game experience. You got the name dropping. You got the filler cuts. You got him chameleon rapping like the other rappers. You had 24 songs. You had beats that were pretty knocking. Yeah, I'll say that. But different beat selections, East Coast beat selections, West Coast beat selections. You had everything on display that we all say about game albums. Game albums usually create a lot of polarizing discussion because people either fuck with his style or they don't. They don't like the name dropping. They don't like the features where he sounds like other rappers. They don't like the 20 plus songs. I have never been a fan of his style of music, but I'm surprised. And just to let you know, I think it's hypocritical that other rappers don't get the grace this guy gets with his albums. But people, I've learned Game has a little bit of a hive. I never knew this in my life.
But see, I can't call it grace because he's 50-50. As much as he has a hive, he also has a hate zone. Because one thing that a lot of underground dudes don't like about Game is that he'll take well-known songs, remake them, and make them worse.
That's right. That's a good point. And you have that on display on this album too. Like I said, the full Game experience is on this project.
Yeah, because he reused the Rump Shaker sample. Why? You didn't have to do that, it actually was fire without the sample, to be honest to you.
He reused the Scarface and Ashanti sample on here too.
At least he did it better. Damn, I can't even say he did it better than the Baby. That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, my first impression is it's the full game experience on display. I was surprised by this. I really wasn't expecting much, but I will say this: up until this album, he had a couple of mixtapes. I think it was something with the Mike Keys mixtapes with Game. It's something. The credits. I'm gonna pull it up now.
Oh, you're talking about the Mike and Keys
Keys
collaboration album. So yeah, that was technically it was sort of like a mixtape.
Yeah, Gangsta Grills, EMNT, the credits, and the Gangsta Grills, every movie needs a trailer, both the end of 2025. Those were pretty dope. Those are pretty dope. So my whole thing was, all right, the game, because those were actually more focused projects than this one. But I was like, is Game gonna let it all out on this and then put out a dud of an album like he did his last one? Or is he really going to carry the momentum over? So that's what I was looking for in this album. And all I got to say is it was interesting. It was an interesting ride on this album. And listen, we're going to talk about it all. We're going to run through the track list, what we like, what we didn't like. We're going to give our ratings. We're going to talk about, of course, the drama, the Kendrick Lamar drama. We're going to go over that in detail because there is Kendrick Lamar drama on this. Drake is featured on this album. I already covered that this weekend. the No Break single, which we have new developments on that song, which I'll get to on the No Breaks no diss record. We don't know if it's a diss record or not, but we'll talk about it.
But you know it's wild when E40 has a better feature than Drake. I will tell you that.
Yeah, we'll talk about the feature definitely, but yeah. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna ask you off the top. What did you like about the project? Let me pull up the track list real quick.
What I really liked about this album, was that even though you had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
The songs where he kept the game.
Yeah.
That made you wish you heard that a lot more.
Yeah.
Like those are the Game songs I really like. When he raps like himself.
Yeah.
Like that's when he stands out to me. Also, I will tell you that the beat selection here, the only reason why I say it's a little better than Trillmatic is because Trillmatic, he took known songs and known underground joints and remade them into totally different beats. He actually used the same sample that Little Brother used on the on Beautiful Morning from the Minstrel Show, and the beat was like way worse. It was like who said you can touch that? Like I didn't feel like that much here, with the exception of one song. We'll get to that. But with the exception of that, two songs. With the exception of those two songs, I like the beat selection here because, Game is very versatile at the end of the day. We talk about, how much you like to imitate shit, like to redo shit, but he is very, very, very versatile at the end of the day. And I like that he's still making this much music.
He is versatile, but my problem with Game, I'll get to what I like in a minute.
Yeah, get to what did I like. We got to stick to that.
Yeah,
we come to what we don't like. We're definitely gonna talk about that.
But I just got to get pushback on his versatility. Well, it's a debate. Is he really versatile, or is he, when it comes to features, is he mocking or mimicking the other rappers to out-rap them at what they do? You know what I mean? That's not versatility to me. That's almost being lazy. And the dude does have lazy bars and some bars that don't hit. Like on the Drake song, he said, do like some kids and I'm gonna let it slide or something, like a kids on a slide. And I'm like, bro, he has cringe bars. let's admit that he does have some cringe, lazy bars, man. But
I
people
mean,
don't.
if you want to say he basic like that, then I can understand that. But his versatility, definitely with
Yeah.
his flow, definitely with his delivery, sometimes with the
Oh, yeah, I'll
concepts.
give you that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so but yeah, punchlines aren't his greatest thing,
Yeah,
but he still was able to take down G Unit in the mixtape days. Still.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, he does have some cringe in him, some cringe bars. But I'll say this lyrically, he when he's on, he's on. I'll say that. Like
Yeah.
when he's on, he can't miss. He could lyrically lay down a song. And I'll just segue that into what did I like. I actually did like most of his lyrics on here. I liked his lyrics on here. I like the fact that he got personal on here. Now I think personally, Game, I don't know if he's in a really bright place right now. I'll save that for later. But he has some really dark songs on here. But I actually liked hearing that because he was kind of telling about what he's going through. He got kind of emotional on here. I like the content on here. His lyrics and his stories were pretty good. You know what I mean? And I did like his beat selection for the most part. We'll get to the track list. He did get lazy on some of these songs, and we'll break it down in the track list.
Wait till
But
you see my dick.
yeah, but there's that. But he did get lazy. But the songs that I really like the beat selection. So let's cut to the
I will tell you this: I don't know all the songs by heart because I only heard like over half the album once. The first 11 tracks I've heard at least twice.
Yeah, I went through the album 3 times.
Okay.
So, I went through it 3 times, so I have a pretty good understanding of the track list. But there's so many songs, it's hard to get through. But the filler tracks weren't as bad as game albums in the past, but he did have filler on here. I'll just say that. But anyway, let's get to the track list here. Okay, Jesus, I think this may be the hardest joint on here. That's how you start an album. I like the beat. I liked his energy on here. He basically talks about how he feels, how people were coming down on him. It has a me against the world feel on here. I think he started off this strong. I don't know what you thought about it.
He had some Kanye moments here, but
Yes.
it was definitely dope. It was definitely dope.
So I fuck with that. Now, love it or hate it. Now, this is what I talked about the beat selection. It has its down moments. I was disappointed by this because this is what I mean about Game being lazy. Instead of doing a brand new remix version, how many years later of Hate It or Love It with Snoop, he puts on the same beat and slaps on a girl singing that really doesn't go with the beat like that. But the thing about it is Game and Snoop lyrically, they brought it on there. They were pretty good. Snoop's not the greatest lyricist these days, but he did his thing on there. I like that. But I just didn't like the lazy appeal of this song, and I had to knock it down.
I actually got his direction towards it because he said because it's part of the documentary series. So he wanted to bring something back from the first documentary, but not really change the song, but just wanted to add a new touch of it by having 50 replaced with Snoop. Now, I think what would have worked is if it was the same sample, but different drums. I would say sort of like what Ghost did last year on his single from Supreme Clientele 2, where he used the same sample from Mighty Healthy, but had the My Melody Rakim drums,
Yeah.
and turned it into a club song instead. Like I understood Rap Kingpin, that was the name of the song.
Yeah,
If
I
Game
like
would have
that
did
song a
something
lot.
like that, I probably would have like respected it more. But I got the direction that he did.
I could see that. I would have preferred more of a different song. You know what I mean? With Snoop to match that energy. I really wasn't a fan of this record. Like it could have been done better, but it was still decent. Wasn't whack. It was okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it could have been better. Steppers, I'm not feeling this shit. The beat was dated.
That's Ali. I actually like the beat.
No,
Bangladesh.
the beat was
Put
dated.
some respect.
Oh no, this was way dated, dog. This was
Bruh, some of these beats you
2000s.
played. We gotta stop, y'all. You played me some beats before we played the live, and you gonna say that this beat was not good?
This beat is dated, bro. Like this style was from like 2007. This beat was from like Carter 3 era Wayne, bro. And
What's
the
wrong
double
with that?
time flow is played, bro. Double
What's
time
wrong with
is
that?
being played, huh?
Okay, now you talk about the flow. Yeah, that's why I said this was the beat. This was the return of the West Coast Ali Vegas, because this was clearly a Lil Wayne song.
It was, yeah.
But the beat was fire though, bro.
It's old, it's dated, bro. Like that era's been done like 20 years ago. Like for a Lil Wayne feature, and they've had better features in the past, pretty good songs. This was a letdown. This was whack to me. This is filler. This is filler right here.
Agree, disagree with that.
Filler music, bro. It's classic filler music. Oh yeah.
I fuck with Sean.
Yeah, that's
bro. Guess who produced the next song?
Now the Life, I think Drake's guy, right? Manish.
But he showed the beat, Shabazz.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good.
Now this is the game.
This song, I like this song.
Yeah.
This song, I like this. This was a good street comeback, real street energy. You know, that blood energy. I rock with this one. This is pretty good here. So I gotta go. This was good. And Scary Times. Here's the thing. I want to like this song. The hook on here is terrible, but it has a good West Coast vibe to it that's listenable. This is a decent song.
I think for this song, he was trying to make an underground sounding beat sound like some West Coast hood type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the beat was simple, but I like it.
But no, that's a West Coast. That's a West Coast vibe. That's like that slow kind of Dr. Dre kind of vibe to it.
That's
like
the sample here was hard.
Yeah. The only thing was I didn't really like the hook, the zoom, 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 and my boom, boom. Nah, I wasn't with all of that.
Wait, I thought you are right. It was the song. Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't really with that, but it was still a decent song. I still, it gets a listen, you know. 20 Deep, I fuck with this song. Now I think Mike and Keys did this one.
Yeah, they did do this one.
Mike and Keys underrated. I like them. Going back to the mixtapes that he put out.
Yeah.
This was good. This was one of my top tracks on here. I fucks with this one.
Now, before you go on, there is a co-producer on almost every song on this album by the name of TB Hits, who biggest songs are for Ariana Grande. So obviously, Game is reaching a mainstream appeal, or with a West Coast underground type of direction.
Yeah.
I think this is where TB Hits come in.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah, this song hits, and it's got that West Coast vibe. See, that's what I like about this is Game kind of took something from that verses and realized I want to have more of a West Coast appeal on this record. So he took that and ran with it. I like that. So this is a West Coast vibe. And then we get to No Breaks. So This was the infamous Drake collaboration. I already did a solo review of this song. People were saying this was a Kendrick Lamar diss record. He took shots at Kendrick for the line, "I don't want to pick a side, I'll pick homicide," and all of that. And I'm just gonna come out and say this. I do like the beat on here. You may not like we may disagree on this one. The beat is the good part of this song.
No, the beat is the highlight of this song.
Yes.
What up, twin?
Yeah, but the 20 twin and the
like amigo,
like a kid on the top of the slide. Now here's the thing about that Amigos thing though, right?
Like amigo.
He name dropped, but he actually was clever with it. I like the wordplay he did with that, but how he did that
like amigo
was a little bit extra. It's like
now some people did hate on that me, Drake, and Drake, but it was really me, Drake, and a Drake.
Well, what he meant is like the Draco gun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's why I said it made sense. But people was like, "Oh, he said Drake twice." I'm like, obviously the punchline was there, but people were quoted as me, Drake, and Drake when it was me, Drake, and
they're not
Drake.
Listening good enough.
There you go.
That's actually a good word flip. That's not
shit.
bad. And Drake's hook on here is terrible. When he does that whisper, like kind of, he did it on Iceman when he's whispering and something. It's so fake tough guy, man. It's like, bro, come on.
Put it like this: if this song was the club and the hook came on, he would come out the closet door and say, "No brakes, no brakes, no brakes."
Yeah.
They go back inside, and then Drake and then Game would do the rest, and then he'll come back, open the door. That's how he came on.
But believe it or not, the beat saved this song. This is actually a mid track. It's not bad. I think I ranked it like a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's going to get some play. I don't know. I read somewhere that this album is going to be a flop or this song is going to be a flop for all intents and purposes. It might not make the Hot 100.
Yeah, the Drake stimulus package ain't working for everybody lately.
Yeah.
You see what happened with 21 Savage. No one talked about that Drake feature.
Not no more. But it's not bad. It's not a bad song. Now, I think it was more Drake is more the Kendrick Lamar diss on here than Game. But Game knew what he was doing. He knew this would spice things up. Now, I have some developments about this song that we'll get to at the end of this because we got a lot to talk about this. Okay. But I'll just say it's not a bad song. It's not as bad as I thought it was originally. It's not bad. Now,
this next song, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. This was the first song I didn't like on this album.
This was the one with the slow beat where he's kind of telling the story. And it's not like it's kind of a dark kind of story. It's about gang violence or whatever. This song's not bad.
Wait. No, Sticks.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking Geekin. Okay. Sticks was just a piano loop and he was telling a story. Yeah, that song was cool.
That song wasn't good. I actually like
I thought you were talking about Geekin.
I actually like the story vibe on that. Geekin, believe it or not, I don't mind that song. The song's all right. I think you probably don't like Draco the Ruler though. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think every rapper that rap like Draco the Ruler is actually better than Draco the Ruler.
Yeah.
I've listened to some of his music. I'm like, yeah.
I think that, but it's not a bad song. Like, I like the beat. It has a vibe to it. It's not bad. Now, I'm going to go so far as say this. I want to stay on the 40 Nights. This may be the hardest song on the album.
I think it's one song better than this. But
I
just
think
definitely one or two.
I like the slow down bachata beat. I like the singing in the background, the drums, like And Kanye and Game brought it at the same level. And listen, this is going to make some people mad because of what Kanye West has said in the past and the controversies he's had. But I like how both of them addressed the controversy on here. And they kind of played the hypocrisy card. They played the us against the world card, and it worked. I'll repeat this song. This song I'll have on repeat. This is a dope song, man. They did their thing on this. I wish this was on his previous album because that Easy song I didn't like at all.
Easy was dope. Easy was
I didn't like
to me.
He shouldn't have played that at the Versus. That was not a winner at the Versus, bro.
Wait, you had Big Bank over Easy?
I may have because I didn't like that. I did not like Easy like that. Easy was okay. You know what I mean? But back to 40 Nights. This is a banger. I fuck with this record.
Okay. The next song to me is the best song on this album.
Yes.
Do You Love Me? Because it has the most controversial bar on this album that I don't agree with, but then I checked the discography. These new niggas, I can see 4. Why can I see 4? Because people are seeing 4 TIs. So if you can see 4 TI classics, I can see 4 classic Game
You're
albums.
talking about
Even
the bar.
To me, neither of them niggas got more than 2.
The bar that he said, I have 4 classics.
Yeah.
What have you done? I can't see that at all. He's got 1 classic, and that's it.
Now, to me, the documentary and Doctor's Advocate, his first 2 albums, is Game at its finest.
I can agree with that.
After that, the other 2 albums that I can see people say classic is LAX. No, 1992.
1992 was fire.
1992 only had 1 whack song, and if it wasn't for that song, Accidental Drake stamp. This is how trash All Eyes is. This is a shot. Mm-hmm. If that song was not on that album, that would be the Game's best album.
I think that's Game's second best album. We're gonna go through little later. We're gonna go through his album catalog.
1992. I take that back. Mm-hmm. Game got 3 classics. Now think about it. 1992, which was 1 song away from his best album,
but a certified classic.
Arguably a classic, because he said he got 4. So I can see that being number 3. Number 4, I've seen some people say LAX. I've seen some people say Jesus Peace.
LAX was one of the most overproduced. All I remember, it was just long, and the track placement was all over the place. And he did the lazy bar thing. He had a lot of lazy name dropping on it. I can't see anybody seeing LAX as a classic. I think that's a reach at best.
But I heard a lot of people say LAX. To me, Jesus Peace is better. But to me,
I will give you Jesus Peace.
Is Game's best album.
If we're going to talk his top 4, I would say it's Documentary. I would say 1992, Jesus Peace. I like the Documentary 2.5 or Documentary 2. Documentary 2, I do that. But
Documentary, okay. Here's the
thing. Classic is but the thing is, Classic, bro, is a reach. That is a serious reach.
I mean, Documentary 3 is clearly not better than Documentary 2. However, Jesus Peace, 1992, and The Doctor's Advocate, I would put over.
I mean, if we're really gonna have this 4 classic shit, then Rick Ross got 4 classics.
And I've heard some people say that too. That's why I think we're in the era right now. They look at.
I don't agree with that. And you know, Ross's catalog is a top-notch catalog right there. You know what I mean? Like, I think Ross at best has 1. You know what I mean?
To me, he got 2: Deeper Than Rap and Teflon Don. People here said Porter Miami.
The only people who are having like 4 classics are like the elites of the elites, like the Jays, the Nas's of the world, Tupac and Biggie. You know, now you could say Kendrick Lamar.
See, we're in that era right now. Like I said, they see Get Rich or Die Trying as Illmatic, and they look at Eminem like he's a better version of MC Search. Like he helped find this dude make the greatest. No, some people say Get Rich or Die Trying is the greatest gangster rap album ever.
Yeah, no, that's a certified classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, back to a game though.
Yeah.
2 he got to me. But now I think about it, if All Lies wasn't on there,
I'm going to put it to you like this. Back to our discussion. If we're going to get back to our discussion we had before we got on camera, if you want to tell me Doctor's Advocate, then Kiss the Game Goodbye is a certified classic. I don't give a fuck what you say. That album is better than Doctor's Advocate.
I got Doctor's Advocate over Kiss the Game Goodbye, bro.
Get out of here, bro. The lazy bars on Doctor's Advocate?
Nigga, I wish that All Eyes wasn't on 1992, because I say that clearly bodies Eddie Jada album.
Bodies? That's a
1992.
That's a strong assessment, but I'll put it to you like this. 1992 is like a 9 out of 10. I'll give you that. That's a strong album. I'm not gonna hold you on that. That was, and you know why I think that's Game's second best. We'll talk about the albums later, but that's his second best because that's Game didn't have any features on there, and he rapped regular. He didn't really name drop. He told stories. He was authentic on there. So I gotta give 1992 his credit.
I haven't heard a song on this album worse than All Eyes. I'll tell you that.
All Eyes. Which one was that on?
That's the song with Jeremiah.
Is that the one with? Oh yeah.
Like how you lose to Monster on the Beat, a Jeremiah R&B song featuring YG. Like how you lose to that song?
I don't know, man. But no, Do You Love Me? I like that because it shows the dichotomy of how he's not respected. And basically the chicken there represents like the hip hop game, how he kind of felt like he was being used or whatever and never getting the respect he deserves. I really love the concept of this record. I'll give you Do You Love Me? I think that and the Kanye joint and the first song are the best 3 songs on there so far. So I'll give you that.
We can keep going because Run It Up featuring Leon Thomas.
That's fire.
I like this joint.
That's fire. I'm a Leon. Listen, Leon Thomas is my guy. That's my number 1 R&B singer right now. So anything he touches is flames right now. And he did his thing on this. I love the kind of R&B neo soul vibe on here.
Yeah.
They killed this one. He did his thing on that. Okay, now we're gonna get to the bad part here.
Now I don't remember
this part is flat garbage. Why are you on here singing like Drake, Game? Like you know that.
Oh, it was that song? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not your bag, bro. Get out of here. This is like a negative.
You know what? I won't be surprised if Drake wrote this. I won't be surprised if Drake wrote this.
I don't listen. This is awful. Like, get that out of here. Nah, we're just gonna skip over that. We got to get to the other songs.
Skip this one too.
This one,
the Baby did a way better song than off the.
And again, the dated beat. It was dated again.
This is an example of what you're talking about.
Yeah. His flows was okay on here, but this was dated again. So I'm like, nah, this is more filler. So you got 2 more fillers up there. And In the Way, this is trash too.
Which one song was that?
This one with Tyga on there. No, man.
I didn't even go that far.
This one is bad. That's another filler joint.
Who produced that song? So I'm trying to remember. Because I remember that part. That part was
This was
dope.
whack. This is more filler.
So I gotta hear it in the way again. I honestly don't remember. I remember the part.
It's whack. It's whack. Now here's the thing. That part. This is a banger. I fucks with this heavy. This is a West Coast banger. It gives you a little bit of that old West Coast, gangster rap feel on here. Now, there's reports that AZ Chike, which is Kendrick Lamar's guy, removed himself from this album, of course, because of the tension between Game and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, he was supposed to be on the song.
Makes sense. He was replaced by
dude. And Let the Gunplay was on this song.
Yeah. So, but this is a banger. And YG's on here. Listen, call me crazy. YG and Game link up and do a collab album, a West Coast collab album. That shit would be the hit of the year. I'm telling you, they work good together, man. I want to see that.
That could work.
But this is the West Coast banger for sure. Hella
made me laugh. I'm not gonna front. You might not like me for this. I'll play Hella before I play All Lies because it's in a funny way because Game rapping like E40. It's hilarious.
It's garbage. Flat garbage.
I was more entertained by that song than the Black Slim Shady. That's for sure. Like I got what he was doing, and E40 had a better appearance.
Oh man, great. Like why would you? See, this is my thing about the whole. You gotta rap like your feature artist on here. It almost comes off like you're mocking E40. And listen, I've never been an E40 fan, but he is a certified, and I mean certified West Coast legend.
But Game always been doing that. Remember on the documentary too, nigga rap like DJ Quick on a DJ Quick beat?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, bro, like if I'm E40, I get offended. Seriously. Like it's just oh man. Another more of a filler skip. So I'm not with that.
I do remember nothing to hide.
This joint I rock with. It's got a dark, eerie tone to it. He's getting personal about it. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean. He kind of gets a little bit too personal. It goes into the whole like, unaliving yourself deal. I don't know how strong I'm with that, but it's still a dope record. It's a dark record though. It reminds me, I mean, not the same rapper, but like an Eminem type of vibe to it. But I fuck with this one. It's pretty good. Now, okay, LA Monster. I wanna bring something up. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on.
I honestly don't remember this song, but I definitely remember the next song, Meet the Parents, because Conductor Williams co-produced that song.
So LA Monster. Now, I don't know how much he took a shot on No Breaks, but I think he definitely took a shot on Kendrick Lamar on this one. He said, I ain't got no problem with the boogeyman. He ain't got no problem with me because I'm an LA monster. You can ask your boy, Drake, who the man is. Shit gets scandalous. He know I'm an LA monster, right? I might drive the Rolls today. The GNX scared the hoes away because I'm an LA monster. That to me is a shot at Kendrick Lamar, 100%. Now he tried to deny it. And he tried to go and say, nah, he made up some BS about, well, my ex-girl used to have a GNX and I was like, bro, we don't believe you. You was taking a shot at Kendrick on this one, man, for sure. And we're going to get to the whole passive-aggressive thing with Kendrick, but yeah, bro, you definitely took a shot at Kendrick on that one. We got to say that. I don't know, but here's the thing: the song was all right. The song was a little bit of a banger, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Next, you like Meet the Parents though, right? Bro, I think you on mute. Hold on. I think you're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, that and the pen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The pen. Well, here's the thing. I want to stay on Meet the Parents for a while. That to me was really, really a dark record. It was really talking about how we grew up, like the hood, the whole gang life, all of that. Him and his sister. I like that record. See, this is when he gets on that personal level. He did his thing when he did that. The pen took another like sneak shot at Kendrick Lamar too, but I like it. I kind of could. The beat kind of didn't. I kind of wasn't vibing with the beat, but it was a dope record. I'll give you that. What do you think about the Larry June feature, Cookout?
I'm trying to see if I remember that one. But yeah, the pen was a dope beat, bro. That's
Okay.
Yeah. But
You like the pen?
Yeah, the Cookout.
The beat was all right to
remember
me.
it.
I guess maybe he could grow on me a little. I mean, his bars is pretty good. But I'm just okay with that. What do you think about the Cookout though with Larry June?
That's why I'm trying to play it right now real quick to see if I remember it.
Okay.
And by the way, Static Selector did produce the pen. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
As far as the Cookout, I remember that one. That was cool. I mean, it had a Larry June vibe, but yeah, I remember that one. To be honest to you, this album actually ended not that bad. Because it was the middle.
I'm on the fence
album.
with the Cookout. I'm on the fence with the Cookout. You could either have it or not have it on here. It's okay. It's not bad. For Larry June, could have been a little bit better, but I'm okay. I could live with it. And I think it finished strong. I think I Won't Be Afraid is one of the top tracks on there. Even though Game did his thing, I think Black Thought he mopped up the room with that verse. I think we could say that. He mopped up the room with that one. And I like the vibe. I like the beat. Cool and Drake did that. And I like Game Recognized Game. I love the concept of Game when he's, a young kid versus Game today, man, talking about each other. I love that.
Barbershop Bros was on that song. I remember that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. I definitely like that. So, all right, what are we going to do? Let's get to a rating over here.
I can't rate this right now because that's why I said I got to play it again. But you got the official rating because you'd heard it 3 times. You told me
what you think about the production?
The production worked because honestly, this was better than Traumatic. This was definitely better than Traumatic.
I give the production a strong 8.5 on here.
Well, it's 8 at least, definitely.
8 to 8.5.
8 at least, definitely.
Flows and energy, I would give him a solid 8. You know what I mean? I think he did his thing. He was effective on here. I think he did his thing on here. Not too much. Well, all right. There were some cringe bars on here. Well, all right. Let me get back to flows and energy. All right. Let me say 7.5 because I didn't like some of his flows on here. Like on the No Breaks with the Draco and the high pitched voice and all that other stuff. And
you didn't like that 840 joint. I fuck with
it. Yeah. let me go down to about a 7 on the flows and energy.
7 or 7.5?
7 to 7.5. All right, 7.5. Let's go with. All right. Lyrics on here, I'll go with an 8 on this.
I'll go with an 8. I'll let you get that.
Because he had some high moments, and again, there were some cringe bars on here too. I'll go with an 8 on it. And where were we? Features. Did I say? I didn't
You
get.
didn't say features yet.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta add that banner. Hold on.
From what I heard so far as features, I would say a 7.
I can go with that. I say a 7 with the features. I say a 7 with the features. I'll say that. 7 with the features. Co-sign that. And let's go to replay value. And you only heard it what 3 times? You said
No, I heard it 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah,
Right.
I would say the first 12 songs I've heard twice for sure. But like from 13 down, I only heard once. I was actually multitasking. Listening to that one. That's why I said lyrically, I need to hear those again. So
Yeah.
the replay value is here. Now, would the replay value be in a good or bad way? I don't know.
I'm gonna say like a 7 to 7.5. I'll go 7.5. This maybe grow on me a little bit. Some of the tracks may grow on me, which is for a game album.
I kind of hate to
a
say
rarity.
this. If
Yeah.
the replay value is not high, I wouldn't say it's because of the album. I would say it's because of the promotion.
Yeah, but see, even with the promotion, you'll listen to it, but you'll get tired of it once the whole energy around it dies out with the public. So I'll go 7.5 on that.
I heard some people say there's only 4 good slaps on here. I definitely heard more than 10 for sure.
Oh no.
So that's why I said I need to hear this again. I
That's
definitely heard
hating
more
shit.
than 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the overall rating of oh man, what is my overall rating here? I'm gonna go with an overall rating of 7.5 out of 10. I won't say.
Now, because you gave this a 7.5 out of 10,
Yeah.
the first time you heard this album, and let's say the first time you heard, I'm going to bring this up because I'm from there, J. Cole to Fall Off, which one did you like more on first listen?
Oh, Fall Off. Definitely Fall Off.
Honestly, I like this more.
Yeah. Well, I listened to Fall Off the other day. It actually got better.
Yeah, you could say Fall Off got better as far as, the type of album it
Fall
was.
Off got better. We're going to bring up J. Cole earlier. J. Cole quietly, and we're going to see what happens when the Grammy nominations come out. Quietly, J. Cole is having an MVP type year. People aren't talking about him like that.
And that's the weird thing you said that, because let's keep it real. This is J. Cole's second worst album. So you telling me J. Cole at his lowest
second worst?
Is better?
Nah, that's
name me an album worse. Name me an album better than the Fall Off, other than For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only was bad, and KOD wasn't all that good.
KOD was dope. What?
Nah,
nigga,
KOD wasn't.
Nah, I just
KOD wasn't bad, but it was decent.
Now here's the thing. You said I'm against trap sounds. J. Cole on trap beats body all these niggas, and he showcased that on this album. Now, if you don't like KOD, if you didn't like KOD because of the production,
are you talking about KOD or are you talking about not the Fall Off, the one in 2021? What was the name of it?
You talking about the off season?
The off season, yeah.
But that's nothing new. Off season was better than KOD, but KOD
off season he had trap on there.
Yeah, it had.
And another one.
KOD was really the first J. Cole album where he decided to go that direction on his album.
Sideline Story wasn't all that. Sideline Story was okay.
Sideline, yeah, like the only man, like I'm gonna be honest to you, I can't put the Fall Off any over any of those J. Cole projects except For Your Eyes Only.
No,
And For Your Eyes Only was his worst
it was
album.
better. It was better structured. It was better story wise, lyrics wise, concept wise. Better than those albums. Yeah.
So you like For Your Eyes Only?
No. I'm talking about Fall Off.
Oh, Fall Off. I mean, Fall Off definitely had a concept for sure, but
no. Well,
like,
here's the thing. I would say Fall Off is on the level. It's better than For Your Eyes Only. It's better than Sideline Story, the first one.
I don't agree with that. But
it's KOD.
KOD is hard.
All right. What did I say Fall Off was? I said Fall Off was 8.5. KOD was like a 7.5 to an 8. I say it's short. So it's not by much, but I would give the edge to conceptual wise, it's a better album. It plays better.
I give KOD a 9.
KOD a 9?
KOD
the only 9s I would have for J. Cole, well, Forest Hill Drive is, you know what? I'm going to read this to you because it's funny you said that. We're going to get to the, you know what, though? We're getting sidetracked.
Kevin's Heart was on KOD, and that was one of his hardest melodic songs ever.
You know what? We're losing focus here, bro. We're losing focus.
I know.
Back to game.
Let's get back to game. But the only reason why I said that is because to me, like, you could arguably say both of those albums are 8s.
Yeah, I mean, J. Cole has a pretty streamlined catalog. It's pretty much around an 8.
But I was just talking about the Fall Off and Documentary 3. Like, to me, I would put those albums on the same level next to each other. But
I would say Fall Off is better. It's a little notch better. Better conceptually, it's about the same amount of songs, better lyrically. Production-wise, I'll give it to Game. But bar-wise, flow-wise, no, the only thing that Game's album would have is probably the production.
That's why I want to hear this album again and pay attention to the lyrics more.
Yeah.
Because this could age better. It's funny how some people saying like this sold less than Rick Ross, but at the same time, Game don't brag about like sales like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will go 7.5 out of 10. I mean, I could see it get to an 8. I mean, this could be in my honorable mentions this year. I don't see it as album of the year category. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe on the outside of the top 10. It surprised me. I'll give Game props for this.
Like, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
This album or Baby King Casino?
That's a little bit on equal playing field. I may give the edge to Casino.
I think Casino way better than this.
I could see Casino being better. I got to go back to Casino again. I think Casino.
Have you heard Ras Kass Leopard Eats Fates?
No, I haven't heard that. Casino is another one that's going to age better with time. That's the thing. Like those albums, when the smoke clears and you get all the hoopla out from a lot of these albums, like the Icemans of this world, like this one with Documentary 3, the Rick Ross, all of that other shit. Like those albums are going to be there in the end, and they're going to age better as better overall hip hop projects.
Like, yeah, matter of fact, I might actually make a post about that. Which album is better, Ras Kass Leopard Eats Face or Game Documentary 3?
All right, well,
you can almost put like
I think the better comparison with Documentary 3 is Iceman. Let's talk about it.
What's better than Iceman?
Okay.
Yeah, this is better than Iceman.
Yeah, I think this is better than Iceman. It's better lyrically. And the Drake feature, which we'll get to. You know what I mean?
So I'm trying to remember. You know what? Yeah, because this don't have a ran to Atlanta. So yeah, this is better than Iceman.
Yeah, this is better than Iceman. But I think Game did a good job with this. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is what we're gonna do, people. Like, share, subscribe, Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. Let us know what you think in the comments. We're not done. On the next segment, we're gonna come out and we're gonna talk about the drama behind this album, and we're gonna talk about Game. Is he overrated or underrated? So stay tuned for that. We'll see you on the next side. We'll be right back. All right, peace.